Welcome to AI Abuse Insights, where we hope and grow through action by doing something positively each day to impact people's lives. And the topic for today is anger and opportunity. We are so often full of anger from old pain and old experiences. There are times we may find ourselves feeling so angry. Sometimes we don't understand why we get so upset. And the simple things that do upset us at times, when we sit back and look and think, is like, what? I'm angry over that. But that's not really the case. There's always something deeper. And when we've experienced things in life such as childhood trauma, and we fail to address those pain, the cause of pain, and keep ignoring it, as the year goes by, new things happen, and we just keep piling it on, and it takes its toll. And what happens is that simple thing just triggers us. And I think this story that I'm going to share with you is a perfect example of how easy it is for us to get angry and do things, not realizing that it's not the thing that is happening in front of us that causes the pain, but it could be the traumas that we have experienced and the old pain and issues that we are trying to avoid remembering or dealing. But what happens when you keep putting things into, for example, a container? That container will be overloaded. It's going to get full up. And when it doesn't have space for anything new, what happens? And it's the same with our heart, our system. It can't take and continue taking things. We have to deal with them. And when we failed, things like this happened. And it's about a father and his 4-year-old son. So it says here, while a man was polishing his car, his 4-year-old son came to his car, picked up a stone, and scratched lines on the side of the car. In anger, the man took the child's hand and started beating it with a wrench. And if you do not know what a wrench is made of metal. It's like iron. So you can imagine a child's hand getting beaten with that. So then the child had to be taken to the hospital. When the child saw his father at the hospital, with painful eyes, he asked, "Daddy, when will my fingers grow back?" The man was so hurt and speechless. He went back to his car and kicked it a lot of times, devastated by his own actions. Sitting in front of the car, he looked at the scratches. The child had written, "Love you, Dad." The next day after, it was too much for the father to bear. He had committed suicide. And I believe that the child's action wasn't the reason that drove the dad in such a rage. There has to be more to it. And I want to say to you guys that we need to pay attention to our anger. Don't try to get away from it. Try to pretend it isn't present or wish you could get out of it. Maybe you are doing like the writer was told, and that is, you shouldn't have it. You shouldn't show your anger. If you don't attend to the root cause, it will become unmanageable when you do not seek help or be shown ways to manage it. Today we can learn to manage our anger. One way is we can keep an angry journal to make notes. Writing about our anger can help us to identify our feelings. It's a way to acknowledge our anger, to understand what triggers it and or what helps to calm it. Don't miss your opportunity to have the opportunity to be awakened fully to life, regardless of your or our past experiences. Often when we have been abused in childhood, we carry with us the despairing idea that we cannot escape the cycle of repeated abuse. This thinking pattern can be so convincing within us that we constantly recreate a reality that confirms it. We would not want to describe ourselves as being comfortable by this despair, yet we do not understand fully what binds us to a system in which the only reward is formality. Risking belief in the possibility of our healing from the abuse is a first step in our exit from the constraints of the past. Hey, it is frightening to open up to new experiences and keep hope alive in the midst of anger. But this is the opportunity life presents to us. Life after trauma. Let us learn how to embrace our anger caused by our abuse experiences. Acknowledge it. Acknowledge it. And what I meant by that, check with the child's story I shared with her dad. He had other issues that he did not deal with that led to such anger. With the help of our higher power, we are strong enough to do it. To live our life and to enjoy all the wholesomeness that we were ordained to be. And that is my share for you today. Thank you for listening. Do not let anger wins. Do not allow anger to ruin your life. We have an opportunity, and that is to live. So let's live. Thank you for watching. If you have not yet subscribed, be sure to do so, as YouTube will notify you every time a new video is posted.